All right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday and a busy month in the store here. Finishing up September with these reviews with Solena Winery, one of the largest wineries, the largest vineyard owner in Oregon. King Estate's the largest winery. They still produce more winery, but this is a combination, a duo of American Danielle Andreas, which her father, Gary Andreas, a legend in Napa Valley, created Pine Ridge Winery. Then went up to Oregon to start Archery Summit, and that's why Danielle was up there. And she met Laurent Montalieu there. He's from Bordeaux and fell in love with Oregon. Also, these two met and they created this venture here. And the Pinot Gris, very good with a little bit of Gewürztraminer in it, kind of unique there from 43-year-old vines. So very old Gewürztraminer from McMinnville. My only problem with this wine, for $18, it's not expensive. It's very good. A lot of juicy fruit, pretty floral notes, melon, apple, pear, tree fruit, lovely juicy fruit on the palate, white flowers, wet stone, very fresh, a nice finish to this wine as well. Really nice balance, kind of sweet tart fruit, a hint of spice at the end. It's got a plastic cork. You're going to spend all this time to make a wonderful wine like this, a very affordable everyday wine, then put the cheapest damn closure you can put on it in the wine business. I'm sorry. I do not like a plastic cork. They have done many studies. My buddy Harrison Peterson Nedry was just in. He's also from Oregon, from Chehalem Winery. All of his wines in a screw cap. You know why? Because the graph on oxidation for screw cap wines looks like this. In a cork, it looks like this. In a plastic wine, it looks like this. So the highest level of oxidation you could get in a wine from enclosure, I believe, is a plastic cork. So I don't like them. Several wineries that have made wine in a plastic cork decided to change, and most of them have gone to screw cap because it's the best enclosure for a wine you're going to drink in a short period of time, even a medium range, maybe even long term. I can show you my return pile over there. There's no screw caps. There's nothing but cork over there. Anyways, I get on my soapbox about that every time I see a plastic cork. To me, it just says cheap wine. And these wines are not cheap. They're very good. They're vineyard-driven wines. The Chardonnay, Domaine Daniel Laurent, fabulous. One of the best Chardonnays that I've had from Oregon this year. Got better as it sat in the glass on the second day. This wine spends 18 months in French oak, 25% new, 100% mallow, very rich bouquet, fresh tree fruits, apples, lemons, citrus candy, really nice toasty oak spice note, that vanilla and creme brulee, lovely rich and creamy texture on the tongue with hints of vanilla spice, creme caramel, lemon drop candy, and bright acidity here, balancing everything out. A big Chardonnay, but has lovely balance and structure. And like I said, even better on the second day, a sign of a very well-made wine. Excellent juice at $55. It's got a real cork in it. All right, the Pinot Noir Grand Cuvée, and this is a blend of 8 different vineyard sites, and a good amount of that fresh earth and spice to the raw strawberry and cherry fruit, the brown spice. This wine's got a plastic cork also. It's not that cheap either, 24 bucks. A good amount of raspberry and strawberry-like fruit, a touch of that brown spice, and a nice zest to the finish, earth and floral notes. A very good little Pinot, though, at $24. And then the Solena Domaine Laurent, Danielle Laurent, rather, 2011. We got a couple different single vineyard Pinots here, or this is a sedimentary soils right next to Shea Vineyard, a very famous vineyard. They cleared this vineyard. I think this is the first vineyard they planted when they got married, and they got grapevines as wedding gifts. Kind of interesting. I guess if you're a vintner, that's what you would get. So I guess they planted some of these in the vineyard here, and this is a 900 6-pack cuvee, so a very small production. Good amount of exotic spice here on the nose, light smoke. Everything's biodynamically farmed here, and this 2011 was a cooler vintage, and you notice that more red berry fruit, cherry, cranberry, lovely incense spice, a potpourri of floral notes, mint, really nice complexity on the nose here, a bright and zesty wine on the tongue, an array of that exotic spices, dried flowers, and a long mineral lace finish. Some tannins coming here at the end, but lots of juicy berry fruit. This wine needs a bit of time, but it's got all the right stuff in proportion. Excellent juice. And then the 2011 Highland Vineyard. This is volcanic soils, and situated in McMinnville, one of the oldest vineyards in Oregon, planted in the 1970s. This wine's got a good amount of fresh earth to it, black truffle-like notes, really rustic, black raspberry fruit, strawberry, wild strawberry, along with a host of dark spices, very aromatic, even bigger on the second day. This is a big and chewy Pinot. Still has wonderful balance, though. This 2011 vintage, a lot of firm acidity, a nice amount of that dark earth and spice from the nose showing through on the finish. A lovely velvety texture to this wine, though. Very long, layered finish. Most excellent juice at $56. That was my favorite wine on the table, but very good stuff from Solena Winery. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.